It is the Friday edition of Nightmare Flights, which we've had a lot of editions lately. This video coming as a tire fell off a United Airlines plane just seconds after it took off. We've highlighted it here. A closer look at that tire falling off as the plane was leaving San Francisco. It was headed to Japan. The pilot forced to make an emergency landing in LA, and as you can see, this tire fell on several cars below in the employee lot. Investigators believe that this was a maintenance issue, not a manufacturing problem. And right now we've been following reports of another issue involving a United Airlines plane. This was a plane that was leaving Memphis, headed to Houston, and apparently there was some sort of incident after it landed. All the passengers evacuated safely, but they were removed by bus on the tarmac, so it did not land without incident, as they say. We're following details as they unfold there in Texas. No injuries we're hearing of. But again, another thing where
another story.
What is going on
regarding these planes?
Are we hearing about it more, or is it actually happening more often? It feels like it's actually happening more often.
I mean, I guess it's being magnified a lot more. People are definitely paying more attention, but it does feel like that, doesn't it?
It's stressful. Good news is you don't need to get out of town today. You can stay right here, okay?
Yes.
Tomorrow you might want to get out of town. But today, not looking bad. 47 degrees right now, and reading it is sunny. You can see those high clouds that are kind of streaming in as expected. So at times a filtered look to the sun, but sun nonetheless, and what a nice change of pace after this wild weather week with rounds of heavy rain. We're right back to that tomorrow, so soak up the sun while we have it. Temperatures across the 5 boroughs generally in the mid-40s. It's comfortable already and a big improvement for our northern suburbs where we were sub-freezing this morning. Now the 39 in Liberty, a little more tolerable, right? 45 in Poughkeepsie, 48 for Newark. We are on our way to the 50s this afternoon. At times maybe feeling a touch cooler thanks to this breeze. It's not quite as blustery as yesterday, but right back to that gustier wind as we head into tomorrow and especially on Sunday. Here's a look at the satellites. You see those high clouds starting to stream in again. Filtered look to the sunshine, but not necessarily a gray day. We're in this window of clearing between systems. The next one on the way for tomorrow. And you'll notice those clouds even by late tonight. By the second half of the day tomorrow, we're right back with that soggy weather. So let's time it out. Your Friday looking just fine. Our highs climb to the low to mid 50s. That's a little more typical of late March. So we're 5 to 8 degrees above normal. Overall comfortable conditions with a light wind and a little more sun. As we move into your Friday night plans, there's no problem. There's no issue, but you will notice increasing cloud cover once the sun sets tonight. And it's kind of a sign of what's to come tomorrow. It's cloudy right from the start Saturday morning with cooler conditions. And then the second half of your Saturday when the showers show up. At first, right around lunchtime, it's a little lighter. Then we turn up that rainfall intensity through dinner time. We stick with the rounds of heavy rain through late Saturday night. By Sunday morning, the precipitation moves on, just spotty showers through Sunday afternoon, but that's when the gusty wind really sets in. So a couple factors to this forecast here. The first of which rain, 3/4 of an inch up to about 1.5 inches of rain. That's enough to cause some localized flooding issues, especially considering the ground is already saturated from several of these rainfall events. So if you are in an area that's susceptible to flooding, know that the potential for that is there tomorrow night with the rainfall rates that we expect. Then we got to talk wind because it really picks up, especially for our coastal communities as this area of low pressure moves through. By tomorrow night into Sunday, we're looking gusts 30 to 40 miles per hour, and we're actually going to see those gusts kick up even a notch further as we move into Monday. So the first half of the weekend, wet, primarily Saturday night. The second half of the weekend, windy. That's as we head into Sunday. Today, knowing that that's ahead, you got to take advantage of today, right? We will see sunshine with high clouds and fairly comfortable conditions. Forecast highs today, topping out in the low to mid 50s, touch above normal, and overall pretty comfortable, which is why we've been advertising it all week long as the pick of the week. And hey, I stand by that. I think it's a great day. Tonight, increasing clouds, still fairly comfortable, quiet conditions. And then tomorrow, that's when we go downhill. First half of the day is dry. Second half of the day, it's a washout, heavy rain. That takes us into a windy Sunday, windy and cold Monday, and then finally warming up and calming down.
Oh, that's great.
Thank you so much. I was hoping you noticed.
Well, I'm really looking forward
to that 62 to
60, you know, yeah, exactly.
So today's a big celebration. Today's International Women's Day.